What's up, everybody? I just came on to talk about this article that I found about NFL analyst that goes by the name of Dan Kelly, talking about Will Anderson Jr. And what he's saying about Will Anderson Jr. is nothing but lies, total lies, calling Will Anderson Jr. lazy. That's not Will Anderson Jr. by far. But I'm going to go through and just tell y'all what this guy said, man. He said Will Anderson doesn't deserve to be a first-round draft pick. He said he wouldn't select him in the first round. He'll select him. He'll wait till the second round, and he'll get him in the second round. But anyway, he said if he had $1 for every play Anderson gave a half-hearted effort, it could buy his groceries for the next couple of months. That is crazy. And he broke it down in 7 games. He didn't name the 7 games, okay? But he did name 4 games, later on in the report. But anyway, he said that in the game against Tennessee, the matchup was embarrassed. Basically, Will Anderson got embarrassed, I guess, or he was just lazy. He didn't do nothing in the game. It says there's no way to justify Will Anderson being a first-round draft pick. I don't know where this guy coming up from. He said I couldn't even count how many times he gave up on active run plays. If I was on a game show, I would say 75% of the time Anderson could care less about defending the run. That's not what I seen. That's definitely not what I seen. Will Anderson made several tackles, doing run plays. He'd have made several tackles for loss on the run. So I don't know where this guy getting this information. He says Anderson didn't look dominant as a pass rusher either. The man had more sacks than anybody in college football the past 2 years. But anyway, he didn't look dominant as a pass rusher either. He got hung out to dry on the perimeter of the pocket like clothes on the clothesline countless times. Generally, he was only able to cash in on some of the easier sacks or longer development plays when the quarterback was climbing in the pocket. What is this guy talking about, man? This guy had 17 and a half sacks last season. You don't get that just by second quarterback just climbing in the pocket. Come on, man. You don't get that. All right, he had 10 sacks this season. But anyway, this past season. It says I can think of a list of defenders that I would rather have in this draft class other than Will Anderson Jr. I would like to know who, because Will Anderson Jr. is the only best defensive player in college football for the past 2 years, by far. All right. It says in 2020, well, right here goes some stats. It says over the last 3 seasons at Alabama, Anderson's run and sack production looked volatile as the stock market. Okay. 2020, 13 games, 52 tackles, 52 tackles, and then in 2021, 15 games, 101 tackles, and 2022, 13 games, 51 tackles. Okay. In 2020, he wasn't a starter. He was a freshman. Okay, he had 52 tackles. And I believe he still had like 7 sacks that season, I believe. But anyway, he was a freshman. So, and he wasn't a starter, so you would know he wasn't going to be on the field that much. Okay. 2021, 101 tackles. In that season, he had 17 and a half sacks. All right, 2022, 51 tackles. I believe he had more than 51 tackles in 2022. And maybe he did, but I don't believe it. So it is what it is, man. Okay, while the big ups and downs in run defense production. Okay, that's what he's seen, I guess. In terms of sack production, like I say, in 2020 he had 7. 2021, 17 and a half. 2022, 10. Like I said, 2020 he wasn't a starter. 2022 he just straight went off. And 2021, 2022 he had 10 sacks. I'm like, okay, what's wrong with that? You still got what? 34 and a half sacks over your daggone career. When some guys, I'm talking about edge defenders, don't have but like 10 or 15 sacks during their whole college career. And you complaining about this man when he got 34.5? Are you daggone serious? Come on, guy. This guy just looking for shit. All right. It says, when should a team draft Anderson? With the evidence he has produced on game film and the inconsistencies in his production, I will have him to drop to the second round. This dude done lost his mind. All right. This helps mitigate the risk. He says the biggest concern is if he dogs it like this for Nick Saban at Alabama, what will he look like if he gets selected by a down team that continues to struggle and produce a losing record? What do you mean? He just gonna play his game. You can't worry about that. That's why coaches tell you don't worry about the scoreboard. Don't worry about the win-loss total. They tell you that going into a game. You just do your job. Does he not know that? But anyway, this guy's just looking for shit when it comes to Will Anderson to try to downplay what he did on the field. But anyway, Daniel Kelly's final 2023 grade for Will Anderson, second round. All right. He says bust probability is high. Bust probability is high on Will Anderson. Come on, man. This dude done lost his mind. Projected by 97.4 of the NFL draft community to be a first-round pick as of January 23rd. But that came down as of in September, he was projected 98.1, but it came down to 97.4. Okay, that is not a lot. Come on, man. All right. This is his scouting report on Will Anderson. Naturally powerful, rigid bully with long arms who has above average speed, burst into the pocket and pass rush tools, but lacks motor. Will Anderson is going at all times. At all times. Anyway, lines up on both sides, standing up and with his hands in the dirt. Flashes pure power to get movement at the point, but often content being handled. Only way Will Anderson get handled is he's triple and double team. One man don't stop Will Anderson from getting to the quarterback. That's fact. But anyway, flashes ability to win the back door of the pocket, but stiffness prevents him from making quick adjustments. I ain't seen that either. Seldom shown spin, head fake, and swim moves. Well, I wasn't looking for that. I was just looking for him to get to the quarterback. I ain't give a damn how he did it. But I understand head fake, swim moves, and spin is important to getting past those big defensive linemen. But anyway, can shoot inside gap. Straight line pass rusher who needs to have it lined up. Disinterested often against the run. That's a lie. Delivers shots when he feels like it, but too many missed tackles. Now, I have seen him miss some tackles. I have seen that. The most alarming thing was the drop-off shown defending the run versus 2021 and how little to no fight he showed overall a majority of the time. But he still had more sacks than anybody in college football with the 10 that he had. So, I don't know what this guy talking about. He calling Will Anderson lazy. But I tell you what, winning all these awards that he done won tells that he's not lazy. 2020, as a freshman, he won the Lombardi Award. The Lombardi Award is the top offensive or defensive lineman who also displays the character and discipline of NFL Hall of Fame coach Vince Lombardi. He's an edge rusher. I don't consider him a lineman, but that's what it say. He won that as a freshman. 2021 and in 2022, best defensive player in college football. So how do you win that award? How do you win that award if you lazy? I don't know how. I don't know how you can do it. So, hey, it is what it is. So, then in 2022, again, College Defensive Player of the Year. College Defensive Player of the Year. So, I don't know what this guy talking about. Let me look at this. I don't know what he talking about. But you don't win You don't win awards like that by being lazy. And if you do, shit, I want to be lazy too. so it is what it is, man. What else you got? What else you got? I said 2022 College Defensive Player of the Year, which is the Chuck Benderek Award, and then the Bronco Nagurski Award is the best defensive player in college football. So he won both of them in 2022. And also the daggone Nagurski Award in 2021. Again in 2022, he won the Lott Trophy, the College Defensive Impact Player of the Year. Won that. Also, 2021 and 22, two-time unanimous All-American. 21 and 22, two-time first-team All-SEC, and he was second-team SEC as a freshman. So you don't accomplish all that by being lazy. Not that I can remember. Lombardi Award winner in 2020, 2021, and 2022. Best defensive player in college football. Again in 2022, the College Defensive Player of the Year. Again in 2022, the College Defensive Impact Player of the Year. And a two-time All-American. Unanimous at that. Two-time first-team All-SEC and second-team SEC as a freshman. How do you accomplish all that when you lazy? Can somebody tell me? Will Anderson, for the past 2 years, has been the most dominant pass rusher in all of college football, the most dominant defensive player in all of college football for 2 years, and he was only in college for 3. And in his first year, he won a Lombardi Award and was second team All-SEC, and he wasn't starting then. So this guy, he took 4 games. he took 4 games. And wanna nitpick what he saw in 4 games, or what he thought he saw. He picked Tennessee, Texas, Arkansas, and LSU. Them the games he evaluated. So it says 2022 game film review. Tennessee, Texas, Arkansas, and LSU. That's what he saw. He looked at. Well, he might need to go back and look again, or look at a few more games. Matter of fact, a lot more games when it comes to Will Anderson. Because guess what? He is totally wrong when it comes to Will Anderson. The shit he's saying is straight ridiculous, asinine, and absurd. Roll damn Tide.